conversation is pocket guns. Something that I think a lot of people in the gun community, people that carry every day, may overlook, but I think is very important. Something that's so small, so lightweight, you can just put it right in your pocket. My personal pocket gun is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Today we're going to be talking about it, my thoughts and opinions on it, and my use case for it. And I just want to go over that with you guys today. So before we get started, I want to show you the firearm is clear. There's nothing in the chamber, no magazine in it, it's completely empty. You can point it in a safe direction, pull the trigger, and it's completely safe. This Bodyguard 2.0 I've had for about 6 months now. The first time that I saw it in the case at the local gun shop, I couldn't believe how small it was. Next to the compacts and subcompacts, I couldn't believe how tiny it was. And when I asked about it, the guy behind the counter told me it was a 380. And I kind of shrugged it off at first because, you know, in the gun community, a lot of times we hear 9mm is the base for self-defense. Anything less than that, everybody kind of just shrugs off. So I did the same. But I did give it a chance. I asked to see it. And when I got it in hand, I couldn't believe how good it felt in hand. You could tell when Smith & Wesson designed this gun that they designed it to be used, to be shot. It's not just a novelty, it's not just a very tiny gun, let's see how small we can make the gun. You could tell they designed this to be ergonomic and to fit in your hand well. All the way down to the grip, the way I can get 3 of my fingers on this grip. The texture that they use on it is excellent. They even put these little memory pad stipplings on the front of the frame here, so you can really feel like you have a good purchase and a good grip on this handgun. The slide serrations, the entire way that they cut out this beaver tail in the back, you can get a really nice high purchase on it, and you just know that you have a good grip on this gun. So yeah, I kind of was really interested in it after I held on to it, and I ended up picking it up. The first thing I did was bring it to the range, and I was impressed with how it shot. You know, it's a 380, so it really didn't have a lot of recoil. It was able to control it really well, even though it's a very tiny gun. And it was easy to shoot. It has a night sight in the rear and a blacked out rear sight, so it's easy to pick up the front sight, which is good in self-defense. You know, that's what, you know, you want to pick up that front sight as quickly as possible, so that sight setup is very good. Yeah, and I was able to group 5 and 7 yards. I was able to group nice and tight, so I was happy with that. So the first thing I did was pick up a Vetter pocket locker. It's a Kydex holster. It goes in your pocket. It's got the little hook on the end of it. So when it goes into your pocket, you know, and you draw it, this stays in your pocket and the gun comes out. So it's a very effective way of carrying the gun. You don't feel unarmed when you have this because it's so quick. Once you practice, it's really an effective way to draw the firearm. So I was very happy with that pocket locker from Vetter. So I was carrying it that way for a while. I would carry at work. You know, I work on cars, so I'm constantly in and out of cars. So sometimes it's a lot to, if you're in a waistband carrying, you're pulling your shirt down all the time. You have to worry about hitting into things. It's not really convenient a lot of times. So that was the idea when I picked up this pistol, that I wanted to keep it in my pocket. So I got that holstered. I was very happy with that. But eventually, I ended up getting a traditional inner waistband holster. This one's from Muddy River Tactical. And I started carrying it at the gym. I would go to the gym, run on the treadmill, multiple miles, do all kinds of exercises, every exercise you could think of. And I would, you know, be wearing joggers or sweatpants. And this holster, with the clip that it has on it, it just stays right in place. You can put it on whatever you're wearing, shorts, anything, stays right in place. Like I said, you can run 2 miles and it's still there. So, you know, it's nice. You know, the concept of carrying is not when it's convenient, it's to be carrying all the time. So when you go and you know, you're at the gym or you're working or you're going to be running at the park or whatever it may be, you know, this small pistol like this is key to being able to carry all the time. So I think it's extremely important. The last holster that I bought for it is the soft holster. This holster is great if you're wearing dress pants. It's good for that. That way, you know, you're not pressing up against the pants with the plastic or the Kydex. So this is nice, the soft holster, it goes right in. It's not, you know, obviously as safe as Kydex because it doesn't have positive retention. It just, you know, it stays in place with just the overall material. It's not like it clicks into place. But what I like about the Bodyguard 2.0 is it has a thumb safety. So, you know, when you're carrying in the softer holster that may not be as safe, you can put the thumb safety on, and that is, you know, gives you peace of mind. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And I've gotten a lot of use out of it. So, you know, I've ran regular ball ammo through it, never had a single jam. I ran Hornady Critical Defense through it. That's usually what I carry. The hollow points with the polymer fill on the inside of it. And those ran exceptionally well too. I ran over 100 rounds of those, no problems. The only ones that I had a problem with, I will say, is the Apex rounds. They look like a Phillips head screwdriver tip. I had those jam, and they were very difficult to get out. They were stuck against the feed ramp. So I wasn't happy with those. I would never run those ever again. So I just want to give you, that's my personal opinion on it, my personal take on that. But yeah, overall it's been a great gun. Very happy with it. The weight of it, it's less than 10 ounces unloaded. It's extremely light. Loaded, it's the same weight as my iPhone. So, you know, that's, if that puts it into perspective, if you've never picked one of these up in your hands and you're trying to figure out how light it is, it's the same weight as an iPhone 14, which is, I think, amazing. You know, and you get 10 rounds of 380. So, you know, and they have an extended one, it's 13, but yeah, it's extremely, extremely light, and it's designed extremely, extremely well. So I definitely highly recommend it. I think it's something more people need to consider. And yeah, this is my take on it. So this 6-month update, I've had it for about 6 months now. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, if anything changes, of course, I'll let you guys know. But thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.